Hello everybody, this is Dragma here. Sorry if the camera's dirty, but yeah, I'm gonna swap it around. We have I simply took down all their natural stuff because these two, well, one escaped, which was Big Mama here. She escaped. Now I have to try and get rid of her, but I'm not giving her up, so she's staying. We finally got a pregnant mouse right here in this cage. Hi, mamas. How you doing? I got hamster food and mouse and gerbil food mix for the rodents. These guys haven't bred. I still have Vulcan, everybody. I still have her. She is still proud and strong. How are you doing? If you're new to this channel, I have a bunch of creatures that I take care of at a constant basis. Well, I don't take care of them as much now because I have a 12-hour job now, but yeah, we got this. We got the, of course, if you guys haven't met my guinea pig, this right here is Honey Pot. It's Honey Pot. It's Honey Pot Rose Marie. Yeah, her name was a tongue twister, but she's right now a little bit ill, but I'm trying to get her back into health. She lost a lot of weight. That's why I got her guinea pig bites and vegetables, which actually I need to clean that up because she moves it down. I don't want her to eat it off the floor. So I'm going to clean this up. So these right here, got to move that cage right there. Move that over. Yeah, my room's a mess because I haven't got to clean it today. I have to the pet store today. I'm going to get a brand new wheel for these guys, a smaller wheel, and I'm going to get two small wheels, guinea pig thing. I need to get one fancy mouse and 300 crickets to feed all of them. These guys and my toads. Well, my spotted leopard toad and my bullfrog. Which I can turn this off. Their cage right now is simple made, but I'm gonna tear out. I'm gonna tear this whole entire section apart. Get rid of all this nasty substrate. Get rid of it. Keep the plants. Put them in a different bucket. Take the wood out. Spray it down. Figure out what to do with the filter, the waterfall, everything. I'm going to take that heat lamp. I'm going to try to attach it up here to this light so it's based on here. But there are small little plants growing. There are springtails. Unfortunately, these springtails are not going to live much longer because I'll be killing them all off to go through here. We got our three-legged bullfrog, Lucky. She's doing well. Of course, her wound already healed up a little. We got, this is Bob, the spotted leopard toad. When we first got him, he was tiny, and now he's about almost the same size as my hand. He eats mice, crickets, pinkies, anything he can get his mouth on. Literally. Literally. He is a savage. I like him. These guys I'll have to show you. I have to put this container onto this so you guys can see underneath. But I have more ants now. My 5 queens have been laying lately, and I have now actual ant baby females. Well, young adult female mice. Not mice, ants. Adult female mice. Not mice, ants. Blech. Sooner or later, this container, in a few, I give it about 2 months, will have ants crawling from here to here in these cages. I had to put this stuff, petroleum jelly, which is basically a wax or something. It's not going to hurt them. on the upper half because I didn't have the baby wipe stuff that I needed. So once I get that stuff too, I'm gonna redo all these containers. I can't move these guys out because they're in a small cage. Clyde got a new upgrade. So did the one pygmy funny web whatever spider. We did grab Roses. Oh no. No, 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 Where's my poker? I had it somewhere. I literally had a poker right where the camera is. I have to try and move around. Damn it. She was a good spider too. She was a really good spider. She found 114. There she was. She was my banana butt garden spider. Oh, she was soft too. That's sad. She was very soft. These flies in my room are gonna pee me off. But now, since she's gone and passed away, I'll tell you guys what's in this cage right now. Well, after I do this. If you guys don't know what this box is, it's called the Box of Death. This is what I use to collect all the spiders and dead animals that I had that passed away that's been good. I have to grab I literally have to grab a cardboard box paper or something, and I have to what's it called? I have to dry them out. These are all the creatures that I dried out that I've had. They go in here now. The box of death. So now they go there. Now, these flies in here are going to make me mad to the point where I'm going to have to put another fly trap up. But now, I take my lovely lass, or a lovely good spider. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and stretch her out, considering how she's passed away. Unfortunately, she was perfectly healthy yesterday, because that was the day I removed her out of her home, like back into her cage. She committed suicide. She was a good girl too. She was a good feeder too. So I have flies everywhere and they're annoying as shit. But that spider did all of job. She took care of my plants. I was hoping she didn't pass away or drown herself. I feel responsible. So responsible for her death. This should have never happened, guys. That should have never happened. This is how big she was to me. She was supposed to get that big, her body. She was good. That's sad. But she will not go in vain. She'll always be remembered. Spider-Man. That's the Spider-Man symbol. So now, since she's passed away, I'm gonna take this just like that. Try to keep the flies away while she she takes her time and hardens up, like hardens, where she won't do anything. That's gonna go there. So now she's right there. Box of death. The snake molts that tell you how big they've got. It went these two, this one because Fluffy didn't molt, and Raven, which is the biggest molt, and Fluffy. Tells you how big they molt. That's how you can tell how old they are and how big they can get. The only full molt I've actually had ever is right here. It has the head and the end of the tail. None of it's ripped. Like none of it is ripped, which is great because I can tell which one was that. That was actually Fluffy. He molted perfectly. But these containers, yes, the Rubbermaid work absolutely well. They have the ventilation system piece right here that can breathe through anything. But this is Clyde's home. I'll show you what his home was compared to this home, like the size difference. Yeah, Clyde likes this one better because it's bigger. His substrate was literally too big for this container. But the creature that's in here, I was thinking about putting him in here, but Clyde needs a bigger cage because he's getting bigger. Clyde is now about that big now, and he's hiding in the soil. He's doing well. He's doing absolutely well. I thought he was gonna die. No, he's still living. Out of all the bugs I've had, Clyde is still living and still kicking. This one right here, oh, his food died. Well, that's even more upsetting. Damn. I'm gonna grab this light. And we're just gonna set it just like that. So now you have this cage. So now we're gonna remove his water, his rock, and his piece of wood. Maybe his house as well. So now, because I bet you he is right over here, because it's all big and wound up. Usually if it's big like that, he's somewhere in this area. Or he could probably be playing a trick and moving his shit around. There's his food. Nice, lovely small centipede. He'll eat it later when he gets hungry enough. I'm going to gently do this because he is still very small. My female is a lot bigger than he is. But that female I just caught, him I actually bred and kept. I didn't want to tell you guys, but this is part of Rosie's clutch of babies. He's the only survivor out of Rosie's clutch. Where is my boy? Come on, buddy. Show yourself. Come on. I know you're in here. Stop playing stupid. And I know you can't climb the glass, because wolf spiders can't climb glass. But they can definitely climb the... Oh, there he is. There he is, guys. Right there. Yep, that is him. Yeah. So, I'm going to lightly enroll him to encourage him to... See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick him up. See, right now he's scared. I scared him. I'm going to try not to scare him, because I want him to be not scared of me when I pick him up. And see. Ooh, I don't want him scared, but I do want him flipped over. Ooh, come on. There you go. You're alright. You're alright, buddy. Calm yourself. And yes, they can jump. Sorry, these little pellets that my cat decided to knock this thing over, and now there's pellets everywhere, and I haven't got to it. But he is right there. His name is Scorpion. He is my big boy. And hopefully he lives a lot longer than all the other males I've had. I had to literally throw in a small male, probably as big as he is, to Rosie, which Rosie was 4 times bigger than him. If you haven't seen Rosie, if you guys have not seen my spider Rosie, go back in my videos where I can show you her passed away. We got... This is Behemoth. That's Behemoth. She is my large wolf spider. She passed away, unfortunately, this year. But that is Behemoth. That is Tweezers. That's how big Behemoth was. She passed away. Now, Rosie's been with us for almost now. If she would have been alive, she would have been here about 2 years. She would have been 2 years old, everybody. Arms are starting to fall away. But this is Rosie. I don't want to... Now, look at the size comparison. That's how big the male was to Rosie, and he had to breed with her. Now that male's probably scared out of his freaking bloody mind. But I'm going to stick my wolf spiders back in there. Close up this container. I have 2 praying mantises in there. I have Volcan and Volcan. You got Volcan, the first one, the original, which is right here. Volcan is the one-armed one. She passed away after she laid 3 clutches of eggs. I'm proud of her. Okay, let's put his stuff back so he doesn't flip anymore. I've been touching him and moving around, making sure he knows my feel. This female over here in this container, I'll show you how big she is compared to him. I'm going to dump his water. And I'm going to... Come on. Drop that dead food in there. I'm going to grab this water here. fill it up because there's literally nothing in there. So I'll probably fill that up with crickets. Put his water there and his rock back. So now, since that is all done, I'm going to put that. Oh, look, there's my baby girl. How you doing, baby girls? So now, since that is all done, he can go back up there. Now, for her, I gotta pull off the top half and everything, blah blah blah, etc. I want to find out if she is anywhere close to being mean or scared. Okay, it's not. Hold on. She can climb the container that she's in because it's not real container glass. It's not smoothed off to the edge, which I want to get her into a smooth container so she can't climb. These containers here are not meant for spiders, except certain species. This is meant for more of a plant or a cricket or any type of beetle type. Arthropod. Arachnids? No. So she's gonna go right back over here. I'm gonna stick you guys right here. I'm gonna check on this. Tilt the light that way. Check on my lovely children. These are my carpenter ants. I only have 2 queens left. I used to have 5, just like the ones up there. But those ones are yellow carpenter. Those are yellow pygmy ants, or golden ants, however you want to say it. Now, since we haven't seen the dwarf Paratolata dwarf tarantula, we are going to check it out. Which now I'm going to grab the camera so you guys can see everything that's going on and everything that's with her and everything. I still haven't had a name for her, so if you guys want to name... Hold on, the camera's being stupid. If you guys want to name her, you guys can. What is up with everything and drowning themselves? What the hell? This is a drowning day. I'm going to scare her out of her burrow. If she is actually in her burrow. Oh yeah, she's definitely in her burrow. She's in her burrow. She's just being stubborn. Come on. Come on. Yeah, she's just being stubborn. Come on, mamas. Stubborn, 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 stubborn. Why do you gotta be so stubborn? There she is, guys. Look at that beautiful girl. Look at her. Ooh. Calm yourself, Lassie. Calm yourself. Calm. Food's coming on the way. You just need to be calm, okay? I do not touch her because she is very venomous. I raised her as a small spider. So I am her supply of food as well as everything else. But yeah, she's a very pretty girl. I'm gonna fix her. house the way it should be. I'm gonna grab this dead little caterpillar out. But yeah, this is her enclosure. She's a pretty big spider. Well, she's about as big as Rosie, but she's still not done growing either, so yeah, she's not done growing either, so she has a long way to go. Hold on, guys. Like I said before, she still has a long way to go. Everything. She's still a baby. My springtails. An update on the springtails. They are doing absolutely freaking great. Of course, my springtails are a different color, unfortunately, and they're a lot more tinier. There are some big ones, but there's more tinier ones than big ones. Once in a blue moon, you'll see a big giant one, but there's bunch of tiny. There's a bunch of tiny ones. This container stinks. But that didn't go as planned. But yeah. I do have some roly-polies there. That's their food. If I have any type of meat that is not digested by the frogs or the praying mantis or anything like that, it goes in here, and the springtails eat it. Because that's what they do, that the cleanup crew. Plus, that gives them food and breeds more. Which I want. So now, since we're done with all the insects and stuff like that, I gotta check out my rodents. See, there's flies everywhere in this cage, which is really peeing me off. Why there's so many flies in this cage. But look how big one of the babies got, guys. This is how big the babies got. Yeah. Fluffy, chunky monkeys. Stick them in there. They don't got any water because they keep dipping it, and I'm like, screw it. If they want to get water, they have to stop. They have to learn. So I'm not feeding them any water or anything like that. Of course, I showed you the frogs. My plants are doing absolutely well. I ordered 5 new plants for this aquarium, and I'm getting potting soil, cocoa fiber, reptile prime, animal bedding, and actual plant stuff. So the plants can live through there, grow, and do their thing. I'm gonna get this ready. I'm gonna get this ready so you guys can see on the bottom. So now, of course, why did I do this? I take off that and leave it there, yada yada yada, etc. Move these out of my way because we don't need them. So now we get to go see the 5 lovely queens. I did name the... Hey, everybody. There's a name for this container. Welcome to the gates of hell. The gates of hell, the opening of the door. Whew. That trash can, that trash bag stinks. Of course, my snaky poos, their heat lamps, so on and so forth. Ugh. Alrighty. Look, everybody. If you look very closely, you can see the small little ants right there with the queen. Hold on, I'll bring this light towards us a little. Yeah. There are multiple. There's a queen here, a queen. There's a queen here, here. There's a brood of nest here. There's a queen here with eggs. There's another queen here with eggs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 queens. This one's produced the most babies. So I wonder if her babies are going to kill off all these. If they are, I'm going to have to remove them quickly. I'm not sure, so I'll be keeping an eye on them. But this queen has been more successful than the others. I have never had any casualties. Actually, I lied. That was a lie. That was a big lie. I've had 7 queens in this container. 2 of them have died. Because there was a hole here, and there's a hole in this section here. There's 2 holes over here that are dead queens. These ants here have successfully bred and led their babies to victory. So now I have to keep an eye on them and see how they work. Sooner or later, they're going to start scavenging and looking for food. And that's going to be fun. I'm going to at the pet store today. I'm going to see if they can get me some dubia roaches. Frozen or thawed, frozen or live, either or. And see if they can get me that. But if you guys like this video, hit that like button, comment below, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry, Trinity, you just missed it. You just missed the video. I'm just ending it. But if you want to watch the video after it uploads, go ahead. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. This is Dragma King. Peace out.